Shabbat Shalom. Our tradition teaches us that a person has two kidneys for a reason. One, to advise him to do good, and the other, to do evil. During our high holiday prayers, we repeatedly read that God is inspecting our hearts and our kidneys for wrongdoing. In fact, kidneys are referenced in our biblical narrative no less than 30 times. Kidneys, says the Torah, offer counsel. They reveal our inner conviction. They guide our heart and our mind. So I hoped that when my left kidney was removed, it was the evil of my advisors and would take with it my desire to eat fast food or reach for that second martini, turn off reality TV. No such luck, I'm afraid. An ancient midrash describes how Abraham, the first Jew, found his internal moral compass. Said Rabbi Shimon, his father did not teach him, his rabbi did not teach him. So from where did Abraham learn the Torah? Rather, the Holy One appointed his two kidneys like two rabbis, and they poured out and taught him Torah and wisdom. That is what's written. I shall bless God who counsels me, and at night my kidneys instruct me. According to Rabbi Shimon, Abraham's kidneys became like pitchers of water, and they flowed Torah. A fellow clergy and kidney donor, Rabbi Shmuley Yanklowitz, noted, our bodies are blueprints of divine creation and wisdom, and like Torah, cannot survive without sharing of strength from other bodies. Literally, every body emerges into the world from another body. Our existence is impossible without profound bodily generosity in the sharing of organs. And Asher, as you taught us so beautifully this morning, this Torah portion has us seeking familial and communal forgiveness and striving towards a more morally sound society. It asks us to be deeply reflective on a personal level while exploring communal morality. Therefore, I feel motivated today to offer you my experience on somewhat a personal level. I have shared this story before, but I offer it again because it cannot be restated enough if there are those among us who might hear it and consider saving another life through organ donation. Let me begin by telling you that I have taken much more from the world than I have given. If I'm honest with myself, though I try to do my best, I am somewhat selfish and sometimes a little self-involved. I do try to tip the scales towards being less self-focused, but some days are better than others, and sometimes we need external motivators that push us into action. In my story, the motivator was and is my love for my mother. It's believed that my mom contracted a serious form of pneumonia, which affected her kidneys. Her renal function declined slowly and over several years before it reached a critical point. She could either commit to dialysis or she could receive a new kidney. And the typical wait time for a new kidney in New York is 7 to 9 years. So my sister and I discussed our mother's medical needs, and we concluded that waiting that long wasn't an acceptable option for us. So we both got tested, and both of us seemed to be good potential matches. Without any reasonable way of deciding who should be the donor, we simply flipped a coin, and my sister won. She was supposed to undergo the operation. And then, tying back to this Torah portion, on Yom Kippur that year, I was en route to break fast with my family when I picked up a voicemail from my sister that said that she and I needed to speak. Further test results indicated that I might be a more suitable donor. And so, with very little time to process this new information, I took the final steps to prepare myself for the surgery. My family pulled together to ensure the experience was seamless. My brother-in-law, a gifted surgeon who advocated for my medical needs, my sister is a psychiatrist, my wife, an occupational therapist, guided me with tremendous emotional and physical support, and my father offered his usual gushing, endless love. I had the dream team supporting me. I will forever remember the night before the surgery. My sister's family and mine had dinner at a restaurant, and without any prompt, all four of our young sons stood up and offered a toast, an impromptu blessing to my mother and to me. It was really one of the most special moments of parenting. Both of our surgeries were successful, and after a few nights, I was reunited with my mother and then discharged. That teary reunion was a very, very moving moment. Feelings of love and pride, connection, simply overwhelmed both of our emotional circuit breakers. And the first day at home was challenging but manageable thanks to my wife, Rachel, who anticipated my needs well before I could conceive of them. After a day, I could walk to the end of my driveway. By day 3, I could walk to the end of the block. And my goal was really to walk 3 blocks down the road to my parents' condo. And when I was able to get there, it became my daily routine. I would sit with my mom and listen to music. We would chat and share a meal. You see, walking was the only form of exercise I was allowed, and so many friends would join me on walks. Some would even travel from different parts of the state just to be with me. And each walk was filled with storytelling and laughter and bonding. And I'm so grateful to the many friends who tolerated my geriatric pace in order to help me heal. Truthfully, I'm convinced that my recovery was unusually quick, in part due to the outpouring of love and support I reached from my friends and Temple community, colleagues, and congregants. So I thank them all for that. And I'm happy to report that my mother and I, thank God, remain healthy today. So what a privilege to share this beautiful spring morning with you and share in the bar mitzvah of a uniquely talented and thoughtful young man. You know, only in a synagogue could we celebrate the conversion of a deeply thoughtful mother-to-be who shares her brilliant counsel and with international companies and philanthropic causes. How wonderful that Ariel has emerged from the waters of transition and become a daughter of Abraham and Sarah. And so I thank all of you for letting me share a little bit about my family story. It occurred to me that given the vocal talent of our bar mitzvah and given the spiritual journey of our newest Jew by choice, I thought it would be appropriate to conclude this morning's teaching with a song called Music of Heaven. In this song, we connect a New York-based Jewish Broadway composer with Christianity and gospel music. You see, in Jason Roberts Brown original song, he describes his experience as a Jewish child attending a gospel concert where he ached for the music to open his soul, and eventually it does. You see, he felt outside of the music until the music found a way to grip his insides, maybe even his kidneys or his kishkas. You know, our tradition teaches that to save a life is to save a universe. And the Torah demands that we act when someone's life is in danger. This crucial commandment is referred to as pikuach nefesh, a guarding or saving of a soul. So on this Shabbat, dear friends, I pray that our bodies be vessels through which Torah flows. May we, like Abraham, learn from our kidneys so that the Torah works as a filter to help us retain all that is vital to us and flush away all that is toxic. May we approach life with the sensibility of abundance and giving. May we even consider perhaps saving a life. Nearly 100,000 Americans are waiting to receive a kidney transplant right now, and roughly 12 people die every day on that wait list. Organ donation is as much about receiving as it is about giving. I'm proud to be living proof, and I encourage you to embrace an opportunity to be as well. And as Jason Robert Brown writes in this song, may this hopefully open a crack in your heart and a window into your soul. Shabbat Shalom. I come with my armor in place, emotions in check, and thinking I'm smarter or just more realistic. I sit with my frozen smile, all the while reluctant to trust what I'm told. Cynical, cold, challenging music of heaven to open a crack in my chest and let something glorious in. Music of heaven should puncture me suddenly. Blessed, blessed, blessed. Let the music begin. Let the music begin. They sing and they cry and I watch, lean back in my chair, the classic New Yorker alone among millions, indifference upon my face, out of place, belonging to feel like you feel, like it was real, like there could be music of heaven to open a path to your soul and let something glorious in. Music of heaven to give you a little control. Yes, yes, let the music begin. Let the music begin. And I sit there with dry eyes and cold hands, waiting and judging apart. Dry eyes and cold hands, waiting and wondering when will it open my heart? When will it open my heart? When will it open my heart? I hear you singing. I hear you singing. And I want to say yes, say yes, say yes. I want to sing. Holy Father, I want to sing. Holy Father, I say yes, say yes, say yes. I wanna say yes, say yes, say yes. I wanna say yes, say yes, say yes. Oh, I can say yes, yes, yes. Let the music begin. Let the music begin. Let the music begin. Let the music begin.